So this video is gonna be about age gap and age difference between a male and a female. One subscriber was discussing in his channel, does age gap is a problem, or do you find it unacceptable, or do you feel that something is wrong, that something is off between that either the older man is taking advantage of the girl or the girl is taking advantage of the man? Because the age gap, let's put an example. If a girl is 20, that's here in America is enough age, legal age, that you can choose whoever you want to date, because you're an older person already. At the age of 18 and up, you can move out of your house, you can make your own decisions. Your parents cannot tell you who to choose, who to be with. She can give you advice, but she cannot make decisions for you. You have the right to make your own decision. So in these Asian countries, it's the same way. I think it's not allowed, or they were speaking that it's not allowed, because there's age laws against that. You cannot date a minor. You can get in a lot of trouble. So she was saying, how would you feel, or what's your opinion if a girl was 20 and the man was 40 years old? So they were discussing that. I tried to get in, but I couldn't get in. So I just try to make the video to try to correlate to this video and what the people think and what's their opinion. So 40 years old and 20 years old is probably, the girl does have some kind of interest of why she's dating an older man. Back in the days, the parents used to school their girls to go with an older man, because the older man is more stable and has responsibility, and he could take care of her. Because going with a younger man her age is probably gonna be still immature, playing two games, or probably gonna get her pregnant, and when he gets tired of her, he's gonna leave her for another girl and continue the same thing. And that same girl is probably gonna end up in her parents' house with a kid. Now the kid doesn't have a father because the young man jumped bail. So is it okay, or in your opinion, would that be right for a younger girl date a 40-year-old man? The 40-year-old man should know already that the girl is much younger than him, 20 years younger. So when he hits another 20 years, he be 60 and she be 40. Right there, it probably don't sounds like all right, because she's 40, he's 60. But I think he's too old to satisfy her and her sexual needs, because she's still young and she's gonna probably want some sexual activity, because women's need it too. So that's the problem. So we were trying to figure out, or they was trying to figure out, is it okay for a younger woman to date an older man? And what would you think, and what's your opinion? My opinion is that everybody benefits from either one, because the girl is old enough to make a choice. The man should be wise enough to know that the girl is younger than him, that sooner or later she's probably gonna do something outside the relationship and go and seek her needs somewhere else. On the other hand, the girl knows she's secure because this man could provide for her, while a young man cannot provide for her at that time. At her age, and a 21 or the same age, or 27, I don't know, it's a 20, will be able to provide what the girl needs, a stable house, home, make sure the bills paid, there's always food on the table, things like that. So it's a trade-off. So you got to think about that, about the age difference. Everybody's in for something. Either she wants to be secure. She's only looking for his money. She knows probably the parents schooled her that sooner or later he probably gets old, and and she be a widow, and she probably inherit his money or whatever wealth he got, property. If he made it like that, it would go to her, she would inherit that. Or was she signed a prenup? That's the thing also that was talking about. If a girl really love him or whatever, I don't think it makes no sense for a girl to sign a prenup, because they're living together. She still wants to be secure if something happens to that man, right? Everybody wants to do that, but in this time, as the man was already secure and he had wealth, and this girl came into the relationship without nothing, you know there's a difference, and you know what's gonna happen. Most likely, she probably won't ever sign a prenup, because she said, if you love me, you know, you just take me unconditionally. And if she ever decides to maybe leave him or whatever, depending on what country she's in, she probably get alimony and probably take 70% of his wealth, which is always like that. You know, so, and every country got its problems, their ups and downs. But I think age should be left to the individual persons, because they're the ones to decide if they want to continue or go on. You know, and a man that already been through life, he doesn't care, I think, how old the woman is. He just want to be relaxed and happy that he sees beauty and he's getting what he's gonna pay for, most likely, right? Just like the woman, if I'm giving him my youth and my time, he's gonna have to give what she wants. And that's what comfort, gifts, things, you know, take out to trips, buy her things that she wants. It's a trade-off to everything. So I don't think it's nothing wrong with that, unless he took advantage of an underage girl and he knew that, and he still continued to have that relationship. Even if a young girl accepted, the girl is not considered old enough to understand what she's getting into. Even if the woman agrees, I mean the younger woman agrees, the underage agrees, it will still not work because she's underage. They call that incompetent. She won't know what she's doing. They will consider that, and that older man will go to jail. But if the older man decided, and she decided at the age of 18 or over 18, it's their choice. I don't think nobody should interfere. Even if the person's family knows she's a gold digger, because most of them are gold diggers, they're in for the money. The man already know that. He should know that, you know. So you know, if a person is of age, you know, he wants to live his life. He don't care, right? Man date down in age, and woman date up in age. You don't see a 25-year-old girl dating an 18-year-old man. It just don't go like that. And you never see older woman dating an 18-year-old man. Like, if the woman was 35, she's not gonna date a 21-year-old kid. People will find that weird or uncomfortable or not heard of. So it's the same way, but women usually date up and man date down. It's always been like that. Like, women want a man that can provide, things like that, and man don't care if the woman could provide for him, because the man's are the providers. So that's why they always date down. Usually men don't date women that are in the same status, right? If a man is wealthy, sometimes they won't date a woman that is wealthy, because there's gonna be conflict. You know, they will never probably agree in each other what to do. So it's easier if a man dates down a little bit, so there won't be no interference and making decisions. So that's my opinion. I think it all depends on the person viewing. But what comes down, you should know, women are receivers, so they want to receive. No matter how you put it, a woman wants to receive gifts, go out on trips, they want a nice house and all that. You never seen a woman spend their hard-earned money on a man, buys them a car or sends them on a trip or buys them a house. It's unheard of, and if they do, I want to know that girl. You know, because, you know, men be doing so much for girls until this time and age that we should get a little something back. How come we can't sue girls for alimony? Or why can't we tell her, no, I don't want to sign your prenup. Probably the woman is richer than you and you have nothing, but she likes you. So it could go the same way. She says, no, I want you to sign a prenup before we get married. So what can we come with the same car and say, oh, I thought you loved me? Love is unconditional. So it goes both ways, people. The age gap really depends on the person. It only makes a difference when the woman is underage and you're an older person, they're of age, and you know, and either you took advantage of her naive and not knowing. Usually girls underage, they're not considered competent to make the decision. So that's my opinion. So I want to hear somebody else's opinion. Would it be all right for you if you have a daughter and she just turned 21 and she meets maybe a 37-year-old man or 40-year-old man and she wants to be with this man? How would you react? How would you call it? Would you blame everything on the man? Or will you discuss it with the young lady? But I think it's an individual choice for the person, you know? You could probably call the man a pervert and call the girl a gold digger. Either way, either one is gonna be, they're gonna criticize them and call them names. They're gonna call her a gold digger. Oh, she's only after the money because the man is probably retired and he has a pension. He got his own house. It's always gonna go back and forth, people. So it's no win-win situation. Either one of them win or both of them wins, or they both agree on the way the relationship is going and the way they decided. That's all I gotta say. You think about that, and what's your opinion? We'll let you know.